Where is everybody? A job is about to be upon us. That's not the reason everybody left. I don't think so. We need to cut cement, concrete. With this saw. That is a steel blade. We need the blade with diamonds in it. I have two of them. Which one has less use, has shown less wear? I don't know. You could kind of go either way. I think this is a better blade. But we need to put one of these on this demo saw and cut some lines in the concrete and then knock it out with an excavator, mini excavator. And then we'll dig out footings to pour concrete. It's the heat of the day, so let's just get to work and get sweaty. All right, we are at the site where the work is about to begin. I have already put in ear protection so I can't hear you guys. Here's it. It's laid out so there is 4 squares, and I need to dig those 5 feet down into the ground. So we're going to cut this newer pad of concrete, saw that off, and then pull this stuff out. I really don't want to cut into the pit pad, but it is cracked, so we'll see what this looks like, where the footing is, and how deep it is to do that side, and kind of the same thing over here and move it. We just need it 18 foot squared from point to point, 5 by 5 by 5. All right. Oh shoot, let's see if the saw will start. Sometimes it's kind of a bear in hibernation to start it. It hasn't run for a long time, but then we'll just should be easy, right? Here we go. This is a video of me driving the mini excavator to the bin site. It's kind of boring, but kind of fun at the same time. I do have an air conditioner and a radio, but I'm not enjoying music right now. I guess I could close the door. A little more cooler, a little less noisier. All right, we made good progress out here, but we are going to pause our efforts for today because I am accidentally locating all sorts of wires here. And some of these wires could be dead from the 1960s. They could be some wiring from the 1990s when we have done, you know, expansion projects out here. Those are hot, those are live, going up into there, and it's not safe, and I don't like it. Always, always, always be very safe and careful around electricity. Know what you're doing or hire a professional. So before I got a good start here. We got concrete truck coming tomorrow, so we can do concrete truck. Side dumper to haul out these blocks of concrete is what I meant. So we got enough done to get that out, to get rid of our pile that is over there. We'll get rid of that pile. And we made good headway. I've scored my cuts, so I know where to dig. It would just be nice to have somebody else out here helping me as I'm going through this to help me remember and understand that I know what I'm doing out here. So let's go off and irrigate. Check all the irrigation, because that is happening on a beautiful day like today in Nebraska. And I guess while we're on the subject of electricity and quite possibly irrigation, I had a underground wire go bad here. So we put in a temporary fix of a span cable. that will go above ground for this growing season to come over here and power my Ranky power box and then my Valley power box. I have two boxes out here. This one runs this big pivot, this main system. Sorry, can't see it right through there. And then this box runs the little middle pivot. I maybe explained it in other videos from last year, but essentially that pivot, one little swing arm, hits four corners of the 4 quarters of this 640 acre section. So that cleans up the little ones. We run it off here and we run the water. You can see it right there. We'll shut that valve off, turn that one on to get water out there. And it spins around. I run it like 3 revolutions in one day. We'll put on roughly 1 inch of water. So I put on new shark tires, kind of new technology to the pivot industry. Never run them before. So I'm gonna run it dry and then we'll put a time lapse on it and we'll watch these shark tires do their thing. We'll see if they are cracked up, if they are all cracked up to what they are supposed to be. So come along with me and we'll do this time lapse. We will start going here. It's already on 100%. And I think we will run it. Why don't we go ahead and run it forward? And she is off to the races. You probably won't see it move. I would have to put a time lapse on this to watch it move. Are the new Shark Track tires. I believe that's the technical term for it. So I believe the theory behind the science behind the technology is when they roll over the ground, they're supposed to be in this wavy pattern so it will cave in your rut that the tire previously held last time. So you can see where the old tire went, and this will collapse the channel, pull it in on either side, and so it'll pack and press your rut and leave you with a flatter pivot track or no pivot track at all is the design. Anyway, I've got a GoPro up there, so we will watch it high speed. We'll run this, I don't know, maybe 1 lap and see what we got here. Nice soybeans. Pretty good weed control over there. Not so much over here, but we got really pretty good corn over there as well too. And of course, the irrigation goes round and round and round. This is soybean isolation because this is a commercial cornfield over here and this is a seed cornfield over here. So we do not want that pollen to contaminate next year's product over here. So we will have these males, 16 rows pollinator over here. So when they are shedding pollen at the same time, these males will protect from any other foreign pollen. And these 2 products actually are going to pollinate at different times anyway, but we leave this gap so we keep a more pure product in the field for next year. A lot of thinking and coordinating behind all of this farming technology out here, but things are looking pretty good. I don't know, it's getting kind of dark over there in the west. Is it gonna rain tonight? Oh, please, baby. There's lots of people in the Midwest that need lots of rain. Nebraska's gotten a few showers. Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota really need rain desperately. They've kind of been missing out on a few of these fronts that have been coming through. So let's hope and pray for the rest of the farmers in the Midwest. Let me know what you think of these tires. They look cool. And they've got a cool name and a cool pattern. We'll see. I just realized the wind is perfect for spraying, so we can go clean up some of those soybeans. Oh no. Oh, come on, baby. Rats. I don't have anybody to wrap on the solenoid to start this humdinger. That's what I've done in the past. I've actually replaced it. You guys have a light here. Not available. Oh, where is it? Hold on a second. All right, got a flashlight. Now we can see what we're doing. If your car or sprayer won't start because of a possible solenoid, you can jump it by doing this, finding the positive and once again, improvise, adapt, overcome. Good evening. How's everybody doing? I forgot to eat supper again while I was at home getting a new battery. Other battery was dead. Now I've struggled with this engine. If I leave it out here for 3 days with the battery hooked up, it will die. But now it was running. That should be tight enough. The motor, the pivot, everything was running, and then it died. So now I'm thinking quite possibly this has a bad alternator. So we'll put a new battery on it now. What's the best way to test an alternator? Shoot. Forgot to bring my direct current tester. So we could test it now, turn it on, and then test it and see if it's getting 12, 13, 14 volts. Well, hopefully I put on those terminal cables good enough. If it'll run for a day, so that battery probably has enough charge that it will run, but I'm thinking now, bad alternator. Haha, the wind is not blowing in Nebraska.